Hello, welcome to the Oracle of the Celestial, right? This came from my title, Celestial Spark, the book that I wrote about the zodiac signs last year, journey through the 9 realms with the 13 tribes of Stardust. Okay, really kicking off with my connection with Ophiuchus, blue rays, star seeds, okay, divine love, twin flames. And right now I'm going through like my own karmic release, and just to be on the safe side so that my all of my work to connect with all of you is not just suddenly lost, I am starting this channel so that we can still remain connected. So for those of you that are just finding me, I started reading on Mindset Unicorn, okay, right at the very beginning of the pandemic. It was February, and my karmic had gone to India, and I was going through my own awakening process, and I was guided to start the channel and to just work forward. Did you just see that light? And so I did, and Spirit has taken care of me ever since. Okay, so you can still find, I will still be doing readings at Mindset Unicorn. I will also be slowly starting to do readings here. Today I'm going to do a collective of the forecast. I'm going to add a few oracle messages here in the beginning, and we'll see where it goes, right? But just make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe to both, and you will be able to keep up to date on what's going on with me and where I am. You can find me on Instagram at Mindset Unicorn. Okay, TikTok as well. I'm not very active there, but this, right, this is something I was called to do, and I'm just listening to Spirit, right? As Spirit has never misguided me. I am an energy channel, okay? And Spirit's asking you, right? Like some of you, like you haven't been happy lately. You haven't been smiling, okay? You haven't been laughing enough. And they want you to really think back to when was the last time you were happy? And what does that feel like? Okay. And they're showing me like a reclamation of your power, okay? And your power animal, okay? As a shamanic practitioner, right, they're showing me this energy of like, right, like I take my feather and I use the smoke, right, and I'm clearing energy, and they're saying make sure that you are clearing out that energy, right? On who am I placing blame? And I love the feather is also on the bottom here, talking about, do I believe I'm worthy? Do you believe you are worthy? Are you blaming yourself? Do you believe that you are worthy of what is meant for you, right? For a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? Because you are worthy and deserving, and it's important that you know. They're saying that you're renowned, okay, but that you remember who you are, right? Especially those of you that, oh, I'm getting the Kundalini, are just awakening. Some of you are just awakening, okay? And it's time for you to remember who you are. And that's all going to start coming up to the surface. I talked about, I kind of diaried and dialogued my own awakening journey in From the Diary of Lou, another book that I wrote. The end of a tough cycle approaches with the full moon in Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn to me is a little bit of death and rebirth over and over and over again. It's kind of like, you know, you see the memes about like parenting, right? Parenting is hearing mom a million times a day until you die, right? And it's all worth it. It really is. But you lay down in bed at the end of the day and you're like, oh, finally, right? It's all going to be worth it. But it's important that you remember that clearing, because again, the full moon is when we are releasing, and right, that smudging energy. It's really important that you, sometimes it's just a laugh that clears our energy. Okay, I've got the new moon in Scorpio here. That death part is about letting go of your fears. Okay, again, releasing negativity. That's so important for you here. In between the full moon and the new moon is going to be a very important cycle for you. Okay, you're close to achieving your goals. Okay, the end of a rough cycle, and it's a time for healing. Okay, very beautiful energies here that are coming through. So let's see what else Spirit wants to bring in here. Yeah, okay. There is this energy of creation with the universe, co-creating with the universe, right? Kind of almost like they're your light in the darkness. Again, some of you are just awakening and you're going to go into a little bit of that dark night. It's terrifying. It's heart ache, and some people will think, oh, it's just one big mass and then you're fine. No, it is like that Capricorn energy where you have a little bit of a death and a little bit of a death and a little bit of a death until you finally kill off the ego. Okay, that is when the full awareness will hit you. Okay, but there is some old stories that you have to rewrite first, right? Again, talking about the solar plexus here, a little bit of the reclaiming power of the and the sacral chakra, right? You're doing a lot of work in the sacral and the solar plexus, and it's important that you note that it's not going to be easy, but it is going to be worth it. Okay, and it will come in just little bursts, right? Every time you think you're almost there, I feel like you are like, crap, no, right? But you are learning to put those negative self-talk BS stories out of your head. But you haven't really traveled to your inner child, right? You haven't really done the soul retrieval to your inner child. Your inner child is still the outsider, and that's why you have to go through this dark night and go through this healing process to kind of rebirth and reparent your inner child. Okay. Some of you are fighting the change dramatically because of the karmic situation that you may be in. Okay. So let's see here what is impacting you in the past. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Current energy. Thank you. And the potential future. Oh, not bad. Okay. Underlying Page of Fire. It's time to speak the wish into action, okay? Enthusiastically telling the universe that you and your inner child are ready to do this work. Okay, it's time. It really is. Beautiful underlying overview there. We're going to put those right there. Okay, so what's still impacting you from the past? Seven of Wands in reverse, Queen of Earth in reverse. There was a feeling within whatever you want to call home. Could be just your heart space, right? There was a feeling that you were not in a safe. There was a problem with feeling unsafe, not being able to defend yourself, not being able to do anything about the challenges. And this could go back to childhood, okay? And it's still impacting this sort of sense of fear of lack, even if you have plenty now, right? It kind of, they're showing me like that energy of, right, people that grew up in the Great Depression that hoard things, even though they have plenty now, right? Like there's this underlying fear that the next thing that happens is going to be the shoe that drops, okay? And that's still impacting you here. Yeah. And it's blocking you from your wishes. Star in reverse. Emperor in reverse. Some of you may have lost your ability, again, to feel like you were in control, or even lost, you know, a masculine that was very important in your life. Five of Pentacles. And since then, you have felt cut off, out in the cold, okay, from what you have been seeking. But that is not the truth. That is just the truth you've created, okay? Current energy here, Five of Fire, okay? You're annoyed with all of these little challenges that are going to start popping up, right? There's a conflict here of, I don't want to deal with this BS, okay? But there's parts of it, like I'm feeling in the Kundalini, there's parts of it that just make you so happy, okay? And this is your sunrise, in so to speak, right? When we get through the dark night, there is joy and happiness on the other side, and there's a remembrance, right, that this rebirthing process for you, challenging, yes, healing also, yes, okay, yeah. Prince of Wands, your inner child is very determined, okay, Page of Wands, right, to take that action with you, to rise up out of the ashes, King of Pentacles, okay, to find that sense of stability in all of this, but it's a little dance, Two of Pentacles, okay. I think I saw this in the Mindset Unicorn Sagittarius reading that will come out in a couple of days, where there's like this dance within yourself, right? The inner child in yourself doing this very delicate dance. Look, there's an alarm, right? And it's freaking you out, right? It's setting off your autonomic nervous system to where you're just like in hyper mode, which you maybe haven't been in since you were little, okay? The Lovers. There's something very divine that awakens you. And it's happening at exactly the right moment to set off a bomb in your life to bring you to that happiness. Okay? You're meant to walk through this fire. Know that. Because what's coming up here, potential page of water, right? It's opening your heart differently and in a more intuitive way where you're going to know what's meant for you, right? You're going to know what feels right for you very differently. Okay, King of Cups. Again, you could be going with, it's in reverse. And there's the Prince of Pentacles, right? You could be going through a period where you've been resisting love because you feel like you haven't received love. And receiving love is very foreign to you. But I feel like that's why you're going through this process, to open up to that. Yeah, okay. Prince of Cups. When you work through this, what comes forward to you, and there we've got the Princess of Cups, right? It will be new. It will be different. It will, again, they're just saying, listen, when you heal, you love differently. And that's very important for us to understand. Okay, what else here for the collective? Okay, again, King of Wands here. I love that because, right, you have to get past the sunset and come into the sunrise to approach this King of Wands energy, okay? And why I love this is that on the bottom of the deck over here, I've got the Queen of Wands. So I do feel like you are attracting, right, counterpart energy, which doesn't have to be love, okay? It could just be, right, exactly what's meant to be working with you, okay? Yeah, but Five of Pentacles on the Five of Pentacles. You have to heal that past energy, right? You believed what you saw to be about you, that you were unlovable or you were unworthy. And that's what you're healing, is to understand this is a deep ancestral wound. And this is why you're being brought now to this space of healing. Yeah. You've got to integrate that inner child into yourself to find that strength within. It's a very beautiful energy. Some of you are not ready for this Tower, you think, right? But that's why they're just sending a little bit of time, okay, with Temperance. They're like, we understand you can't take it all at once. We are just going to go through the process slowly. Okay, what does the universe have to say here? Okay, again, you've learned how to hold off things that are meant for you because there's a little bit of a fear behind it here. You're like, I'm very experienced, Queen of Swords. I'm very experienced of letting my neocortex loop, my chemical reactions, tell me this is not for me. That's why you have to work with your inner child, a new beginning, a new believing that you are protected, the Fool, the Dreamer, that you are protected, that you are safe, okay? That's a biggie for you. You are safe. Oh, I feel that through every inch of my body, okay? You are safe. Yeah, this is being called in at the right moment for your healing to have the rebirth, renewal, judgment. Okay, it's time, right? 10 of Air. Look at it is time to heal the old wounds, right? What else here, Spirit? Okay, again, you're opening up and you're becoming this warrior, so to speak, of, right, reclaiming who you are. But you're going on this journey here to illuminate who you truly are, mystical shaman. I am a practicing shaman, and we are all practicing shamans in our own way, right? The shaman is just, as I wrote in my book, the shaman is just the keeper of the fire, right? The spark of life. And again, I feel like you're being called to soul retrieval here in order to ascend to that next level that is called for you. Now, normally I would go to the extended here, but I'm just going to keep going for all of you, right? Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You don't show it about how much guilt you feel about things that happened in the past. And there's a sense of missing, almost like missing the innocence of who you were. And maybe even the feeling of, right, maybe you pushed someone away that you felt was meant for you. And if you've already started this dark night, you may feel like you can't, like, oh, I can't take this. It's just too much. And Spirit's like, you can, right? You have to remember who you are. Remember the good times, because being full, being whole, being in yourself is really what you've always wanted. Okay, and it wasn't the inner child. It wasn't you. And I feel like if this is an ancestor that has passed that's talking to you, they want you to know it wasn't you, right? You may have looked at the picture of this ancestor recently. They want you to know it wasn't you. Okay? Yeah, okay, here we go. Again, there's an energy here of that Capricorn energy of a lot of little deaths, okay? It's bringing you up the mountain slowly, right? When you climb Everest, you don't do it all in one bite. You do a little acclimate, right? This is bringing you to that authority, bringing you to that space where you can ascend to that next level. Yeah, okay. But to get to Capricorn, we have to go through the rebirth through Sagittarius, right? And this is expanding you, right? And it's challenging, and Mercury retrograde is going to be a big challenge. Keep communicating with your angels when you feel challenged, okay, in this rebirth. I love that they're telling you, right, like it's going to be temperate. It's going to be a little bit and then a little flow backwards, and then a little bit and then a little flow backwards, right? It's not going to be all of the darkness all at once, but look, right? They're actually resetting your Kundalini system, and this is going to create like a calmness where when these tower moments come in, you won't be so reactive. You'll be more responsive, okay? Yeah. Okay, again, Spirit's like, do not worry about whatever this fear is, this I don't have enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not going to be enough, because we're always going to provide you with enough. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. You're always going to have plenty of options, right, on the table, but know that we're always offering you, right? You don't have to take the lower option because you think that's all you're worth, right? Because we're always offering you more. We're always offering you what you truly want. You just have to take it. Okay? Yeah. King of Wands. Again, there's this aspect. Blue is my color for divine partnership, divine substance in our life. And the King of Wands here is like, yeah, in my dreams, I didn't know that I was worthy of this, but I'm accepting it, okay? And look, Ten of Pentacles, it is stable, it is secure, but you really have to go to, right, the moon here, this full moon, and release those fears. Clear off your dusty aura and open your heart to receive the love that they want to send you, to receive the gifts that they want to send you here with the Two of Cups and the Eight of Cups. It's a release to receive, okay? And some of you, right, are upset because you feel like things are being taken out of your life. But this is the process of moving you forward. And the fates are with you, right? Five of Cups, you're very sad about changes that are happening. But this is not happening to you, it's happening for you. Okay. Yeah, okay. I know that my dreams are bigger than my fears. You're manifesting. On the other side of this release, you are manifesting. Okay, and I'm going to take some risks. Okay, it's about growth. It's about choosing joy. Again, right, celebrating those moments with your inner child that you didn't get to celebrate in the past. Maybe you didn't get to celebrate birthdays. Okay, maybe you need to go buy your inner child some cake and some balloons and a little present and have your own little unbirthday party, okay? I'm reminded of when I actually took my daughter to Disneyland on her actual birthday, on her 4th birthday. And when we went on the Winnie the Pooh ride and they were singing about your happy unbirthday, she was like, Mommy, they know it's my birthday and they're singing to me. Like, it was so exciting for her. And it was like a re-parenting sort of moment for me because that was not my childhood, right? And I love that she was innocent and just open to receive that they were celebrating her birthday, okay? You're still learning about the contrast of what happened in your childhood or in your past lives and where you are right now, okay? You see the scope of the differences with your situation. You are learning to evaluate the notable differences as you look at the two. That's what this really is all about. And underneath, right, it's the illusion. It's realizing that what you see is kind of a mirage. It's colored by those old experiences, but it is not, again, you. It was them, not you. Yeah, again, you're really needing to work with the moon cycle here, okay? Clear yourself, release things so that you can fully manifest from the heart. Yeah, because you've put yourself in this cage. Okay, Two of Wands where you're like, there's no escaping. But the cage is your own mindset. It's not really trapping you at all. Okay. Yeah. Again, a cycle is ending. It's important for you to know that, right? Your world is changing. And for the better, 10 of Cups. Really beautiful energy, okay? The Ace of Wands, they're asking you to take on this work, right? The bottom of the deck, the Emperor, okay? Take on this work for whatever that energy was, that Emperor in reverse from the past. Take on this work to reclaim that sense of power. All right. Yeah. Over the next 6 weeks, you're going to have a lot of breakthroughs here with Uranus, okay? Times when perhaps you needed to speak up to break through the walls, right? And they're talking about the fourth, is it the fourth wall in acting, right? Breaking through that wall. Important for some of you, right? Again, Mercury retrograde. So things are going to happen very quickly in some aspects. But again, it's the throat chakra is a really big one for you right now. Okay. Mars. Don't let yourself war, okay? Fight against your transformation, right? Again, Libra. The way you've been addressing relationships in your life are the old house, okay? Not the true house, because you can see that this looks like, right, like a house. And it's a balance. And they're showing me Osiris's scale, right? Like, if your heart were put on there to balance, you would see that it was not you, okay? But you hide your heart away, Cancer, and you don't allow that to happen. Scorpio on the bottom, again, right? There's a letting the past die and reintegrating that part of yourself is so important, okay? Because it's an opposition. Yeah, again, Capricorn, 10th house, okay, the devil. This could be fueling some of your past addictions. I know when I went through my dark night, there was one night where, like, I don't drink, and I bought some Kraken, and I drank like half a bottle of rum, and I was, 3 sheets to the wind here at my house by myself. And it was because I was kind of like turned upside down, right? Like I was turned inside out. I didn't know what was going on. I was changing. And it was so overwhelming that I went back to teenage me, okay? And didn't know how to cope. And so some of those old energies might come up, but they're coming up for you to change, transform, transmute, expand, okay, with Jupiter here. Jupiter is also in retrograde right now, along with Mercury retrograde. Yeah, keep the judgment out of it until we get to at least October, right? They're saying that this release is going to be really hard as you move through that. Okay, again, 10th house here, Capricorn, and we've got Saturn. Saturn and Uranus are at odds, right? But they have to be at odds for that wish of yours to kind of come up out of your heart, for you to see what it is you truly want. Some of you, when I started my journey, I went off of social media for 40 days. Some of you could use a social media break, okay? So let's close it off with an oracle. All right. And again, if you are interested in following Mindset Unicorn, you can go over there. As well, please like, share, comment, and subscribe here. Right, again, you're going into the dark night, Black Jaguar, Old Soul, but the Jaguar does not fear the night, does not fear the illumination, right? Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond this world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams, right? I feel like when they're talking about that third quarter, the solar and lunar eclipses that are coming are going to be very powerful for you, especially that lunar eclipse. You've got this, though, okay? You've got this. I am here for you. There are so many angels that are just surrounding you right now. Believe in that, believe in yourself, and again, know that you are loved. All right? So I hope this helps you. I hope I will see you again. Thank you so much, and let's meet up again. All right? Bye.